Welcome back to another episode of the Player Career Mode here on the second channel, episode number 4. And we are in the January transfer window where we are somehow in the Carabao Cup semifinals against Chelsea. We are also having a FA Cup replay against Bournemouth. I almost said Borussia Bournemouth against Bournemouth. So we have the semifinal against Chelsea, which somehow we have managed to do it. I've only played 1.5. Well, actually, I really only played 2 games. Did we play this round? Yeah, we won this game on penalties. We won against Fulham. I got injured against Fulham. I was out for 3 months with a broken toe. The AI somehow beat Arsenal in round 3 of the Carabao Cup. We then moved on to round 4 where we beat Oxford. That was an easier game. We then beat Leeds United, a 2-1 game there. And in fact, I think I scored the winner against them, which is actually kind of good there. And now we are in the semifinals against the Carabao Cup people themselves, in which we have 3 skill points that are banked after a man of the match that I have not used. So we are going to episode 4 with the 3 skill points banked already. So we could use that, or we can just go ahead and wait. And on the spreadsheet, I'm not going to show you all that now because it is what it is. The spreadsheet, we are on 0 out of 3 assists, and we are on 2 goals out of the 3 for the skill points in that regard as well. We are going to get straight into the action here against Chelsea, the first leg of the semifinals. And here we go. This could be big to put some eyes on forwards for some bigger teams later down the line. We are still first in the league, by the way, in League One. We are still undefeated in League One. So we are on an absolute roll there. Nelson just sending up the field. Has been all Chelsea pressure on early here. Forbes on the ball. Forbes into John Jules, the Arsenal loanee against his London rival. His shot is awfully off target. Nyambe down to Forbes. Forbes is going to take the spot of John Jules. John Jules, get out my way. It's Forbes down the left-hand side. It's Forbes into the box. Down to John Jules. Saved. I'm going to be offside. I would have been offside. That was our best effort at the back of the net. Into John Jules, or is that meant to be me? Because I'm running towards that. I think that was meant for me somehow. I mean, it wasn't a bad idea, but it probably would have worked better if it was targeted for John Jules. Hurain down to Barzukin. Barzukin down to Forbes. Barzukin gets taken out. Forbes down the byline again into the box, and Thiago Silva read that one. Williams saved by Wild Smith, and we're going to go halftime. 0-0 here against Chelsea. Chelsea have definitely looked like the better team, but I feel like we've had the better chance, especially with that John Jules byline chance there. Other than that, it's very tight. Nyame splits it down the line now. Forbes against Thiago Silva. Forbes gets past him. Forbes trying to find a pass, trying to not be selfish. Should have been selfish. Probably had a better chance of scoring. Marco Royce for Chelsea. Marco Royce in for Williams. A good interception, a good touch from one of the defenders. Cashin absolutely cleared it. Thiago Silva now on the ball. I'm at risk of getting subbed out. Don't know how you're going to sub me out when I'm not really doing anything. I've done everything I could for this team. It's really all been on our defenders and our midfielders, like Hurain losing the ball. I win it back. Now Forbes out wide to Nyame, and Nyame's first touch is terrible. So now I'm going to track back for Nyame, pushing him back for Reece James. I mean, we won't be subbed out because there's 5 minutes left to go, and the only time it goes out of play is for a corner, so I chance it of not getting subbed out. Nicholas Jackson's running straight down our defenders, and I'm getting subbed out here. My game is over. My game is over. Honestly, it wasn't a bad performance. It just wasn't. But 6.9 match rating, we'll take it, I guess. We're definitely not man of the match for sure. And we are going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this game. Simulate, yes, sim to the end of the match. 0-0 there. When did I come off? I came off in the 86 minutes, so I played 86 minutes there. A 0-0 draw. So we go to a second leg away from home at Stamford Bridge. 0-0 on the score sheet, which honestly, not bad, and we will happily take it. Next game is the FA Cup replay with us versus Bournemouth. We are on at the Vitality Stadium, an away game on the reverse fixture in the snow. Let's see if we can move on to the next round of the FA Cup. Forbes down towards John Jules. John Jules quickly into Forbes. Forbes back post for Barzukin. He'll settle it down nicely. Now Fonra into Forbes outside the box. He gets back in position, trying to get past Adams. Can't do so. Wilson, please just send that now. Wilson, come on. Barzukin down to Forbes. Forbes back to Barzukin. Barzukin! That's a terrible shot, to be honest. To John Jules. John Jules back into Forbes, and Forbes is in space. Forbes now cuts it back against the defender, and the defender stayed with them the whole entire time. Fonra, Bird, into Forbes, not Barzukin. Forbes now. Forbes. I got the game. I literally got the pass off. Don't say look to pass the teammates. I passed to the teammate. I hit the button. I hit the button. You fix your broken game. Come on now. Fonra. Nelson. Fonra. Forbes. Wilson. That's Barzukin actually. Forbes now. Forbes cuts back. Okay, that one. Pass to the teammate. That one's fair for that to come up. But it didn't come up there. Bird sends it to Forbes. Forbes now into John Jules. John Jules into Bird. Bird into Forbes. Forbes can't get the shot off, the game winner. I got to get that off on my left foot, really. That's really what's got to happen. But that's the end of this second half. 0-0 still is the scoreline. And after 180 minutes, we still don't have a winner. So extra time it will be. That's the start of extra time here at the Vitality Stadium. That goes in. That goes in. Bournemouth lead. I thought that was going to be an easy save for the defender, for the keeper. And Bournemouth have the lead with 18 minutes left to go. That might be all she wrote. That might be it. Like, this should be an easy save for the keeper. It just should. No, it should be an easy save for the goalkeeper. But it's not. Forbes winning the ball back. Down to Wilson. Wilson towards Gale. Gale to Forbes. Forbes now on the ball. And Forbes will lose it, but Wilson will get it back. Wilson into Forbes. Near post. Keeper saves. I got to go far post there. Neto. Forbes. Kilman win the ball back. Forbes, you have to get there. Never mind. It's going to fall for Wilson. Wilson into Forbes. Forbes now. Forbes with the fancy finish to save the day. It's 1-1. And Forbes is on the score sheet. And that's not only a skill point adjuster, or boost, I should say. That is a cup run saving goal. As we are going to look to now possibly go towards penalty shootout. A little bit of a flare shot there, but we'll happily take that. Probably the last attack of the game, so I'm going to go all the way back. It's now fire into Philip Billing. Philip Billing straight at the keeper. He'll save. Wilson heads it to Reynoso. Win that ball. Somebody win that ball. And we are going offside. We are going to a penalty shootout to determine who will come. So not only 90 minutes, but another additional 30 on top of that. 120 minutes of just action in which somebody only had a lead for 8 minutes of that entire game. Penalty shootout, and the question is, will I go first? No, Gale is our best penalty shooter taker, so we'll go ahead and do that. And it's an issue now up for Bournemouth, and he'll go left. The keeper goes left, but a little bit too late. He left it in air. Gale now up for Derby. You have to equalize here, and you do. 1-1. I gotta get ready. I got my hand off the controller. It's Five who scores the goal for Bournemouth. He'll go the same way as us, and he'll score. Now Forbes. Well, he'll go the same way, or he'll go top left. He'll go top left. The keeper was aiming towards bottom left. He didn't save that one. Tavernier now for Bournemouth. Tavernier goes right. Keeper goes right as well, but still finds it back in net. Now John Jules, the Arsenal loanee, down the left, 3-3. Next up, we have Reynoso for Bournemouth. Down the middle, no, down the right, and Wildsmith saves Adams now to take the lead for Derby. He'll go down the middle. Neto will save, and we're back to square one. Philip Billing now for Bournemouth. That's down the middle, 4-4. And Forbes, not Forbes, whoever's on here must score. Is it Wilson? Wilson must score to keep the cup run alive, and he will score. To the left, the keeper goes right. 4-4. Now Smith for Bournemouth. He'll go mid-right. He will score 5-4. And the pressure is again now on Fonra. Fonra down the middle. Cheeky little chip. And it's Tyler Adams up next. Tyler Adams down the right. The keeper goes right, but he goes up in the air. And that's not saved. And it's come now down to Bird. He came on during extra time. And Bird! Saved by Neto's foot. And Bournemouth knocked Derby County out of the cup. That is unfortunate. Our FA Cup run comes to an end. We only had 2 shots and one of them went in, so the conversion rate is up to 50. So our highest conversion rate, actually no it's not, because our highest conversion rate was 100. However, we did get man of the match. Despite the loss, we got man of the match. So that's another 3 skill points for us to use, plus the 3rd goal skill point that we just got. So we are now up to 7 skill points up to grabs, and we will use them after the second leg in the Carabao Cup against Chelsea. That's our next game that I will play. Next game up, it's against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, the second leg at Stamford Bridge, and look who is back. Blackett Taylor, back in the starting 11, back in the squad. I could have used you last game against Bournemouth, buddy, but welcome back to the team. Let's get back to work here against Chelsea and see if we can make our first cup final ever. To face off probably against Newcastle because they were 3-0 up in that first game. Avoid losing or winning. We can only lose or win. That's the only options here, and we want to win. Wilson gets taken out by Caicedo. That should be an early yellow card for him, to be honest. And it was. That's nice. That's perfect. Yame into Forbes. Forbes now down the left-hand side. Forbes against Reece James. He's going to cut inside. Forbes. Still Forbes. Still Forbes. He'll run into Caicedo. And I got to get rid of the ball there. Bird into Forbes. Forbes in between Thiago Silva and Reece James. He's going to take it himself, though. And I had room. Thiago Silva wasn't closing me down. Fonra over the top for Forbes. That's a terrible pass. Forbes, get there. Oh, he did get there. Wait, I want the foul back. I want that foul back. I want that foul back. I do get the foul back. Free kick for Forbes. There's no way this goes on target, right? Jeremy Forbes. Can I get a corner out of it? Oh, my Lord. That's just above the target. Oh, I had to bring that down slightly. Mudryk now for Chelsea. Last chances of the first half here, and it won't fall to anyone. 0-0 at the 45-minute mark again. And Forbes had the best chance. One against Thiago Silva that I probably should have had a couple more touches, and then a free kick that was just over the bar. Bird into Forbes. Can we get a bright start to the second half here? Forbes into Barzukin. Barzukin now down to Forbes, down the line. Did he stay onside? He did. There's nobody in the box, though, for Derby. He'll find Barzukin. Deflect a shot out for a corner. Barkhausen is probably what I really should be saying. And Dwight Gale will be coming on for Barkhausen. So I don't have to worry about how to say it anymore because he's off the field for the rest of the game. And it's Gale to put it in towards the corner. Not properly cleared, and now it will be Nicholas Jackson will head it away, but we should win that back. Wilson onto the ball, now to Blackett Taylor. Blackett Taylor into Forbes. Forbes turns. Can he get the shot off? No, Diassi was there all day long. Gale into Forbes. Forbes now cuts onto his left foot. Diassi intercepted that, but Forbes will win it back after a poor clearance back into the box. We'll get a corner. We'll happily take a corner. Mudryk. Marco Reus. Chelsea lead. Chelsea are going to walk away with it. 10 minutes to go, and we're 1-0 down, and I'm coming off. That's the end of me. We go ahead and play 80 minutes, but we get taken off. No goals for us. A 6.2 match rating. Another back-to-back before. Poor performances. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are going to go ahead and watch the rest of the game here and hope the best that Derby County can come back and somehow win. And that is game over. Our Carabao Cup comes to an end in the semifinals against Chelsea. So we get knocked out in both cup game and cup runs in the same week almost, in essentially the same week. And that was a poor performance from me, myself, and a poor performance from me, myself, and my team. And Marco Royce's winner is enough to get the job done. And we have 7 skill points that we can use to end the end of the episode here. I want to improve my weak foot. So 6 points here to do all this other stuff plus my weak foot. So bink, do that. And now we got 1, which is going to be on free kick accuracy. Yeah, free kick accuracy. We'll go ahead and do that. All 7 points gone. And that's going to be the end of this episode. So go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow for a Youth Academy episode. And back here on Thursday for another episode of the Player Career Mode here on FC24. So go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And until then, peace out.